Hey there, dessert lovers. Today, we're diving headfirst into the creamy, dreamy world of basic cheesecake. Get ready, because this recipe is so easy, it's almost criminal. In a good way, of course. We're talking melt in your mouth. Rich, and utterly delicious cheesecake that'll have everyone begging for more. And the best part? It's seriously simple to make. First up, let's talk about the crust. You can totally buy a pre-made graham cracker crust, and no one will judge you. Seriously, we're all friends here. We're all about making life easier. Especially when it comes to desserts. But if you're feeling a little extra, we can whip one up from scratch. It's surprisingly simple and adds that homemade touch. You'll need graham crackers obviously, butter, and a touch of sugar. Pulse the graham crackers in a food processor until they're fine crumbs. Then, mix in the melted butter and sugar until it resembles wet sand. The ratio here is important: enough butter to bind, but not so much that it's greasy. Press that glorious mixture firmly and evenly into the bottom of a pie pan. About 9 inches is perfect, or springform pan for easier removal, and up the sides. And voila, crust done. Pop it in the freezer for about 10 minutes. To firm it up while we make the filling. Now for the star of the show, the cheesecake filling. This is where the magic truly happens. You'll need cream cheese, make sure it's softened to room temperature, this is key, sugar, eggs, and a splash of vanilla extract. Using a stand mixer or hand mixer, beat the cream, cheese and sugar until they're nice and smooth and there are no lumps. This can take a few minutes, so be patient. The goal is a light and fluffy texture. Then, gently mix in the eggs one at a time, making sure each egg is fully incorporated before adding the next. Overmixing at this stage can lead to cracks. And finally, add that vanilla, it's like a little hug for your taste buds, it really enhances the flavor. Pour the filling into your crust and bake it. But wait, before you put it in the oven, let's talk about the water bath. This is optional, but it helps prevent cracks in your cheesecake and ensures even baking. Place the pie pan or springform pan in a larger pan, and pour hot water into the outer pan, about halfway up the sides of the pie pan. This creates a moist environment, preventing the cheesecake from drying out. Bake in a preheated oven at around 325 F 160 C until the edges are set. But the center still has a slight jiggle. A slight jiggle is the key indicator. It's an art, I tell you. Check with a toothpick inserted into the center. It should come out with a few moist crumbs attached. Once it's baked, let it cool completely on a wire rack. Then, pop it in the fridge to chill. This is crucial, folks. Chilling allows the cheesecake to set and develop all those amazing flavors. The longer, the better. Overnight is ideal, or at least for 4 hours. Patience is a virtue when it comes to cheesecake. Before serving, you can run a thin knife or spatula around the edge of the cheesecake to loosen it from the pan if using a regular pie pan. For a springform pan, simply release the sides. And there you have it. A basic cheesecake, ready to impress. You can top it with anything you like: fresh fruit berries or a classic chocolate sauce. Caramel, whipped cream homemade is always a win. Or even a simple dusting of cocoa powder. Get creative and make it your own masterpiece. Enjoy this slice of heaven.